Hey guys, how you doing? I'm working on that mini bike again. I got the decided to widen the wheels. These old ones are only 1 inch wide in here, so I'm working on the back one now. I split it down the middle and added an inch strip down there, butt welded it like this. So I drilled all new holes in there and put some filler on it. That doesn't gotta be perfect. I'm just probably gonna use that hammered paint, so it'll cover up all the imperfections. But working on the hub now. It's a coaster brake hub, so I had to weld that sprocket end onto there, and welded the disc brake on there. I figured it's easier to do it now than later when the wheel's together. I'll still be able to get the spokes in there. So now they're 2 inches wide and the tires will look fatter. I decided not to add any more spokes, so I was thinking about maybe doubling them, drilling twice as many holes in here, and using other wheels, spokes from other wheels to fill them in. But I think it'll be alright with this many. I think there's 20 spokes, and I didn't want to put too many in there. Okay, got a bunch more done. Got these shocks made. I just used these are struts from a trunk lid or whatever from a car, and I cut them down to fit these springs and made the cups, and then cut the bottoms down, welded them back on. They ended up about 7 1/4 inches long, and got the little tabs welded on there. And on the top here, when I first made them, I only welded one in the middle, but putting it to the outside or inside made it at an angle, so I had to put 2 on to get it centered. And instead of putting tabs on here, I just welded a sleeve in the frame there. That way I didn't have to make them so short. So I think it looks really good. I made this fender. I just bent the pipe and cut it in 3. It's for the edges, and then I welded the sheet up the middle there. So I gotta cut it this size and make the mounts for it somewhere in there. Then I got the chain cut to size. I had to put a half link in it to get it in the middle of the adjustment there. And then for the brake, got that mounted up here. It's just a bicycle brake. It's a little bit big, but smallest caliper I could come up with, so it'll have to do. It's not adjustable, it's just welded solid to this bar, so we'll have to see how. That's why I fitted the chain first, so I could see where it was going to sit on this adjustment, and then it'll be pretty close there, so I'll have a little bit of a adjustment, but can't go forward too far because it's going to be hitting the caliper. I think it should work fine. Looks like my Wapney shit the bed again. Those little brushes I made didn't hold up very long. So I'm gonna make some new ones and see if it'll work again. Gotta clean up the armature in there. Alright, I got these brushes. Just gotta shave them down to fit inside here. They don't quite fit. Alright, got the fender mounted up. Actually ended up doing it twice. First time I mounted it here to the swing arm, and then I didn't think about the back mount because I didn't want to put struts up to the top of it here. So I cut all that off, and then I mounted it to the frame here with these tabs. Kind of wanted it up a little higher anyway to give it a little bit of a motocross look to it. Left cut out room for the chain there, plenty of room. So it looks good. Now I'm going to move on to the seat, I guess, and maybe the exhaust. Alright, I'm going to put some links in the description to a bunch of guys' channels that I've been watching. I don't got much subs, so thought I'd let you check them out. They got some interesting videos of projects like mine, so check them out down below. And I guess that's it for now. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.
Uh-oh. Something's not bad.